We are live. This is weird. Usually I'm looking, and you're like, yeah, you're dancing like that. Maybe Brandon's on this side, but we're here live in Maryland.
Yes. In an unmarked
warehouse. Location. We had to find an emergency location to do this podcast. Nice. So we basically had to come here for y'all to make sure we can get a podcast done. And I'm not gonna lie, we've done podcasts in person. What? Just audio?
When I was in Florida, we did audio.
Okay, yeah. So we weren't even recording then. The only person I've done one live with, I guess, was Jackson. Mm-hmm. So, and we don't even got Brandon to talk to today, but we still got shit to talk about.
A lot.
It ain't nothing changing. We got games to predict. Now, obviously, we're recording this on Saturday, so the Saturday games already happened.
Yeah.
So we really got
college football games.
We got the Jeopardy.
You know what we should do is predict every college football game.
So there was a time where I was thinking like, all right, let me try to come up with a way to predict college football games. And maybe I could pick like the 10 best games of every week. But like,
at the end of the day,
we don't keep up.
I don't care.
I don't keep up with. I really don't keep up with college football enough. Besides, like, all right, SEC football, I'll lock in with that in like the top 5. Besides that, the way college football works is you lose one game,
you're done,
and you're done.
Unless you're Alabama.
Well, I mean, they're 11th right now with one
loss.
They're
not hitting that top 4.
Definitely not. But once that top 12 hits, Alabama will never miss the playoffs again. No. You'll never have to worry about that.
Which I can't wait till it does, because TCU should not be in the top 4, and Michigan should not have been in the top 4 last year.
Shit, Michigan's still number 2 right now.
I know, but they lost to TCU, and TCU got dicked down.
Obviously, there needs to be I don't know, maybe the ranking system needs to change, or just...
Yeah, I don't know how it is ranked, because it is crazy.
Because, okay, if they say...
It's hard to do.
Because realistically, doing the top 12 best teams is better than the NFL. Because in the NFL, you'll have teams who might be second or third place in their division, but couldn't make the playoffs because only one person from that division can make it. But someone from, there was years where a losing team from the NFC East won it.
We won the division in 2020.
Or like the AFC South. Like there's years where teams might win a division, but they really don't deserve to be in there. So in reality, the NFL would be a lot different if the teams with the 12 best records or the 12 best teams made the playoffs.
See, I was thinking about that for baseball the other day, because it is weird that like there are like you can win a division and be not good at football. Or baseball.
But with college football, it's kind of the complete opposite. If you're a contender, you're really fucking good. You have 1 or 0 losses.
But the thing is, with SEC football could, and maybe Ohio State and a couple of teams could run that top 4 if we were basing it not off record. Because when SEC teams play SEC teams, you can fuck somebody forever.
And what's changing about the SEC is once they bring, because usually it's the SEC East winner and the SEC West winner play in the SEC championship game. But when they change it, right? It's going to be divisionless. So it's really going to be the best 2 teams. But that fucks things up too, because you got a team, you might have 2 1-loss SEC teams playing each other, and one doesn't make it just because they have 2 losses. But you know damn well that there's teams that are 12-0 that they would lose 10 times straight to a 2-loss team in the SEC.
100%.
Besides TCU, I guess. But TCU lost to Michigan, so
they beat Michigan.
Yeah, that's not. They ain't no
and
SEC
they got
play.
Bum rushed,
by
Georgia. The national championship last year was Georgia-Ohio State on New Year's.
Yes,
that game was incredible. The final kick was at midnight.
Was it? The whole playoff system, it might be interesting because there will be teams that might be ranked 4th, but are going to lose to an eighth seeded SEC team with two losses, two maybe three losses, who knows? But just because it's SEC football, so yeah, there could be 8 SEC teams in the playoffs if it's a 12th playoff standing,
as it should be.
And you know what? I respect it. And you know what? It'll still not be.
But because of this whole NIL thing,
Florida,
we're now seeing other teams with better teams. Like the ACC seems to be getting better.
The thing is,
Colorado still sucks. They almost lost to Arizona State.
I did not even watch that game.
I didn't watch it, but they almost lost.
You see,
and they were Arizona State is 1-4. You
see, money talks. So like, there's definitely going to be schools who, if they have the money, they're going to be able to pull in better players that could have went to Georgia or Alabama or wherever. But I really do think it will come down to like the big schools, like Ohio State, like Alabama, like Georgia, because even though we talk about these schools got money, those schools got money.
They got money just for football.
And that's the thing. Like, yeah, if they got
Alabama did have a good basketball team.
Did you see Utah? The whole team got trucks. They just signed like a deal with, it was like Ford or some truck company. They all got trucks. Every single player got trucks.
I thought they would all get wives.
And Jim Harbaugh didn't.
It is crazy. They're like, hey, here's 6. Merry Christmas. I feel like that would be a thing.
Fuck.
It is crazy you have to get married.
Who?
People like Mormons get married like in 2 weeks.
What do you mean?
So I don't have to soak no more.
Do Mormons
like Mormons will meet
and
get married like a month later? I swear to God.
I believe you.
Because otherwise they have to have someone jump on a bed for them as they just sit in the parking lot.
They do the docking.
Mm-hmm.
Docking.
They dock and then they got a jumper.
That's docking. I've never. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about that docking life.
I wouldn't even do it.
Jack Wilson is a Mormon. Is
mm-hmm.
he?
Mm-hmm.
Is he a Mormon if he's fucking moms though?
No.
So he's not a Mormon.
I feel like he was raised Mormon. A lot of people leave Mormonism.
Mormonism? Is that what it's called? Mormonism? Is that a thing? Mormonism?
Mormonanity?
I hope it's called Mormonism.
I think it's called delusion.
Mormonism, that is a...
I think it's called delusion and abuse.
I love that word. Thank you for...
Like Catholicism.
What is...
Catholics.
That is Catholicism.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Judaism.
Mormonism. Judaism, yeah.
Judaism.
I thought it was Judaism.
I said Judaism. It's
I don't
like
know.
Judaica.
I don't know.
I don't like religions.
We could turn this into a religious podcast real quick.
Goddamn fucking Baptists. You're like, all right, dude.
But all right. The only college football I really have, interesting to me is really our two teams. My
team's not interesting.
It was interesting for 3 quarters.
3.5. 2.5.
Maryland was down 3 points going to that 4th quarter.
We were up 10-0, and then we threw a pick 6.
And I wanted y'all to win because fuck Ohio State.
See, but at the same time that game was on, I was like, fuck this game. I could give a shit about it, and then I put on the O's game because they were happy.
But the Orioles lost. The Orioles did lose.
No, we didn't win.
The Orioles lost.
We didn't
win. And that's the best.
Dude, I'm so fucking mad. It's not even funny.
And that's the best 3 of 5.
It's a short series.
What do you think would be your best way to talk about baseball on this podcast?
Just crying.
Well, what do you think? Is there any way in your head that's like, oh, I think Mikey would be interested in this?
I think I could devise a way where we could do such a thing, like a rundown.
I think maybe in the off season, the NFL off season. I feel like it would be funny / interesting for you to try to just explain to me
baseball,
like MLB baseball. If we just really broke it down.
But here's my I'm not even beginning. I've lost the majority of my faith in the MLB. And I do not honestly like the MLB.
Well,
whatsoever. The only reason I watch is because I enjoy the Orioles.
Well,
that's it.
Was there ever a time you had the MLB over the NFL?
My whole childhood.
When was the turn? What? Cause I remember like growing up.
So after
through school and shit. We talked. I remember you being an O's guy all through school.
Yeah, all the way growing up, elementary, middle school, and then into high school. High school was around the time when I stopped because when we got to high school, we started to suck. But no, everything was MLB. Like I would wake up in the morning and I would watch Quick Pitch, which was the MLB show in the morning, or I would just watch.
I tried. Do you not remember there was a phase where I tried?
There was, yeah. I know.
I tried getting into baseball and I couldn't.
But then the Astros shit happened, and then the Orioles sucked already, and I hated the MLB because every player got full immunity on that Astros squad.
See, that's like a whole that's a whole segment that you could dedicate explaining to me that shit. Let's remember that.
Every second of it.
We got a book clip mark that.
And they just re-signed the commissioner who allowed all that shit. But my dilemma with baseball right now is that the GM of the Astros, when they cheated and won the World Series, is our GM.
Wow. So are you mad he didn't cheat for y'all?
No, I'm suspect of us being a cheating team.
Well,
just because when they brought in Mike Elias to that.
Oh wait, no, hold on. The GM of the Astros is now yours. I was thinking the other way around when you said that. Okay, so now you're saying because y'all are good, you're worried that there's some cheating going on.
Now, we have drafted very well, but there's been a lot of resurgence of older players.
Could I also ask, just since we're talking about MLB, is it a type of league where you bring in guys immediately and you can transform into a whole new team? Like in the NFL and NBA, guys need to kind of progress a little bit.
Yeah. The MLB, in some ways, you can bring in dudes who will change a team, but there's a lot of instances where that doesn't work. But what I'm like, when he came to the Astros back in 2014, his goal was to add analytics to everything and add all this shit. And they did draft very well, but it turns out that their analytics was telling people which pitches were coming.
But is there a defense for that cheating?
No.
I'm saying, did he even make one? Did people make a defense for that at all? No, this is some analytics shit, or was it just y'all got caught?
They got caught and then denied it. And the manager of that team got a year suspension and then denied him knowing about it. He said it was the players doing, and then the players got full immunity. So no one did it apparently. No one.
You know what else I learned since we're talking cheating and people getting in trouble? The whole Jim Harbaugh thing, the whole cheeseburger thing, he bought. So, you know how Jim Harbaugh got suspended the first 3 games this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was because of recruiting violations during a dead period during COVID, where they weren't supposed to recruit. He met with guys at a restaurant and he bought them cheeseburgers. That was a level 4 violation. What was worse was his level 2 violation, which was lying about it and saying he didn't do it. That's what's crazy. So he got in more trouble for saying he didn't do it,
which is always the case,
than actually doing it.
It's just 99% of the case. Covering up shit is always worse.
But it's kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because who's to say if he said he did it, and they're like, all right, we got you. You did it.
It could be worse.
So, we have no clue. But
the coolest violation actually of NCAA rules was Rick Pitino.
What was
he recruited with prostitutes?
When was that?
Back in Louisville's day, early 2010s when they were good, Kevin Ware days.
Kevin, why'd you bring up Kevin Ware?
Because I love watching.
What happened to Kevin Ware?
I think he played overseas for a little bit.
We need to turn into a what happened to YouTube channel.
What happened to
Tavon Austin?
Where is he now? Where is he now? The top 4 prospect in all of Pee Wee football who committed to USC at age 9. Where is he now? Smoking meth in his own asshole.
Oh, fuck.
No one gives a shit. Where is he now? Baby Gronk.
Baby Gronk said he's not gonna play till he goes to college.
He's not gonna play?
Yeah, he's sitting out. He's gonna sit out and take care of his body.
Baby Kawhi.
Yeah, kind of like Baby Kawhi type shit. But
that camera's by. What a guy!
All right.
I think that means not. Yeah, that's pretty fucking awesome.
So Maryland loses to Ohio State. Florida catches a. I mean, we beat Vandy. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm.
Vandy's a baseball school.
Vandy is a private baseball school. So we do got to get into. We got to get into. Well, I'm sorry to keep like hurting like just pounding on like teams that you like that lose.
That's okay.
But before we get into these predictions, we got to talk Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, a game that I refuse to put on and watch. Didn't watch the highlights. I don't know really what happened in that football game, other than DJ Moore went crazy and
y'all got shitted on. Y'all got shitted on. Wouldn't say Sam Howell played that great. Wouldn't say
no, because he's not that great. He's a UNC quarterback. It's like taking a Duke quarterback.
Yeah, but it's football though. You know, it's like I get it. It's a basketball school, but they have a football team. They're a Division I football team. He was a good quarterback.
Yeah, there's a lot of good quarterbacks.
But here's the thing: Florida has great players come out of there. We don't produce quarterbacks, but when Anthony Richardson's playing, we don't. People aren't saying, "Well, he's a Gator quarterback." It's like
no, he's an athletic quarterback.
So why can't it just be, a case by case basis, a case by case type thing?
Because Sam Howell's only defining thing is that number one, he's Korean, and number two, he went to UNC. Yeah, he's like half or something.
That's interesting. I mean, it's a little.
Is that cool?
I mean, I didn't know that, so that's like an interesting fact.
I think he's from the north side.
I don't know if They can't watch this though, can they?
Kim Jong can.
But like, no, that's crazy, bro. No one in North Korea is watching this right now.
No, I think they're watching, like their kids get murdered.
No,
like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what do they have fun? Can they have fun?
All right.
Do you think they have comedy in North Korea? They like have like get-togethers where they're like, oh shit. No, that's bad.
We gotta move on. All right. God damn, that was all right.
No, you can't.
So
no, they're not. They're just. They're watching football a lot. They're watching Sam Howell kill it because he's the best.
That's the thing. Do they even know? Do they even know Sam Howell's like really out here? Like,
well, I'm assuming he's from South. So if they did know, they don't.
Okay, you keep saying from. Did he like grow up here? No, you keep saying from. Like,
I'm assuming he has a parent who is of that ethnicity.
Okay.
Whether they're from there or not, I don't know much about the guy because I don't give a shit about him because he will be gone in a year and a half.
So will you devote some time into learning about him if, like, say 2 years from now he's still your starting quarterback? Or like, do you know? What is this your team? That's your team. That's your.
I understand, but you need to understand that I have a complex relationship with my teams that I don't like them very much. You like your teams because they are good.
No, but see, here's the thing though, and you knew me during this time. Like the Ravens, there was a season we went 5-11, and I was still a Ravens fan. There's years.
Well, yeah, I'm still a Skins fan,
bro. We went 6-6 last year, Florida, and I'm still sitting here chomping at the fucking bit, going crazy, and it's like I got nothing to be proud of.
I know, but there's something called like potential expectations.
There are, but to be honest with you, Florida's expectations are
right now
on the floor because besides the 4 years where Urban we were crazy and then Spurrier in the 90s. Besides that, Florida is not good at football.
No,
it's just what it is. They're not that good.
And Washington's not good. We were only good when we had fucking Gibbs.
We're happy.
Fuck this! I'm gonna go watch cars.
We're happy if we get 8 wins,
which is a decent amount of wins.
We go 8-4, bro. It's like that's a cool year for Florida. Like them Urban Meyer national championships, that 1996, like it's not normal football. That's not normal Florida football. That's not normal Florida football.
That's fair.
And I mean,
but definitely, y'all at least have fun when you lose.
Sure, but the Ravens, there's definitely expectations, and I mean, through the years they've gotten even bigger and higher and more, more intense. But I don't know. I can't really speak from your perspective. As like, if I was a Commanders fan, if I rep for the Terps, like I don't know.
I try not to rent the term. I work hard
For the same reason though. Maybe if I grew up like that, maybe this would be an MLB podcast. Maybe we'd both be more interested in baseball because our football teams weren't that good.
Yeah, if you were a Commanders fan.
Like if I was a Commanders fan, if I was a fan of Washington, I might not have been as interested in football. I might have, because I got interested.
Wouldn't.
I got interested in football. I saw this motherfucker. I was,
I would love to see you ride for our team.
I got told I was a Ravens fan when I was before I had consciousness, and then I got consciousness and I saw this motherfucker Ray Lewis and I said, "Yup."
You know what's crazy? Both my parents are Skins fans. My older brother grew up a Ravens fan.
See, and what made you a Washington fan? And I'm sure I've asked you this on the pod before, but
some of my first t-shirts were Redskins shirts.
Some of my first t-shirts were Buck shirts. I got an aunt in Tampa.
What is it? Oh, a Buccaneer.
Yeah, Buccaneer. But I wasn't a Buck.
I thought you were talking about Milwaukee.
Nah, not Milwaukee. Did you just pull a Mikey? You just pulled a Mikey of Milwaukee? Okay.
Milwaukee.
But no, I mean,
I'm not showing the legs. Was
the first. That was the first.
I did one earlier.
Was that the first leg show on the pod?
That's
crazy.
Too much.
I just got sweats on.
People are gonna get a little too riled up.
You're gonna be on Leg Finder later.
Can I be on Foot Finder? I heard that.
If you want, if you want to showcase now.
Kneecap Patella Finder.
Where
is that bitch?
Isn't there two patellas?
Right here.
Nah, but there's a different patella.
There isn't.
There's a different patella. There's a different patella. Watch when I pull up the different patella.
Doctors?
Are you ready? Watch.
Kneecap.
Watch. There's a bone. What's the bone? There's a bone because you got a patella, and then you got. But there's something where one you got one thing down here and one thing up here, and it's the same shit, or they call it the same shit. It's got to be something else then, because I don't know why I was thinking patella, but for some reason
meniscus.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just on some Jameis Winston shit.
That might be. Your patella is connected to your knee bone and your upstairs bone.
Your patella is like your elbow caps.
Your patella is like that little weird little bone in your elbow.
I be saying, I'm stupid, bro. I be saying some stupid ass shit on the podcast.
See, but at least you thought it was true.
I did, but for some maybe I can go back and find a.
That leg needs to stay there.
Maybe I can go back and find a bone that shares a name and might not look as stupid.
I think there is.
But for now, no, I'll take the L. Yeah, no, I knew the patella was here, but for some reason I thought there was a second.
There are two patellas.
There are two patellas, but your patellas aren't like your kneecaps, and your ankles aren't your wrists, but your toes are like your fingers,
and your wrists.
Your wrists are kind of like your ankles,
like your neck.
Your neck is like your waist for real.
Your neck is like
your neck is
downstairs.
All right. We gotta predict these week 5 games. We gotta predict these week 5 games.
See, and I told you. Oh, my bad.
You're good.
You said, "Do you have faith in our team?" I mean, you were wondering if I had faith in my team.
I was, yeah.
And I said no.
Mm-hmm.
And I said maybe. You said, "Are y'all gonna win?" I said maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was correct in saying that. I should have said no. If there's anything not to do, it's to bet on a Washington.
Shit, yeah. I picked y'all too. We're both 0-1 going into this week, and I did have faith in y'all. I did think y'all were gonna win.
See, but the thing is, I've never had faith in us, and now that I have faith in the Orioles, now we're gonna lose in the ALDS, and I want to cry.
That sucks. But the first game we got is the UK game over in London, where
Bills.
That's all they can use. Oh,
they
be stabbing.
But they tear people up. Dude.
I know. They be
machetes, hammers.
They be stabbing over there.
They're fucking sledgehammer fuckers over there.
This is a big test for Jacksonville, I think.
It's massive.
Now, here's the thing.
We just saw what they did to Miami. Now, I'm not concerned about their defense. I think their defense is good.
Whose?
Jacksonville. Okay. I'm concerned if they can get their offense running on a Bills defense, because we just saw what the Bills did to the best offense.
Tre'Davious White out for the season.
Well, that's not fun.
Tore his Achilles, I believe. I believe he tore his Achilles. So
you get to go on the Pat McAfee
So
show?
they are. I don't know, but Aaron Rodgers said he's been like recovering with J.K. Dobbins. Like he's been like they've been training together and shit. I guess.
Does that mean J.K.'s going to the Jets because Brees Hall sucks?
Maybe, I guess he can go.
I don't.
He can go all day. J.K., if you want to go play for the Jets, you can do whatever you want to do. But I want to see, the thing is, so you're going Buffalo
every day of the week.
Every day? Mm-hmm. There's not 6 out of so they play 7 times. They play 7 times. They're going 7-0.
6-1.
Okay. So my thing is, there's a couple factors. It's in the UK.
But Jacksonville sucks.
Jacksonville don't suck.
No.
That's the thing, though. Jacksonville don't suck, especially in the UK. Yeah, they beat Atlanta. They beat Atlanta. Now, and the only person that scored for Atlanta, Drake London. NFL scripted. But
London sucks.
Look, I'll go with Buffalo, but I think it's going to be a much closer game than some other people may think. Maybe you. Like, I think I could see, like...
I mean, I can definitely see it being a close game. Like, I don't think Jacksonville has a chance.
Like, I'm done. I think I'm done claiming one thing. I'm done claiming shootouts. Like, I'm done being like, this game's going to be a shootout. Like, I'm more comfortable being like, this game could go 20-24.
Yes.
Than like, oh, this game's going to be 31-38. Like, nah, like
the only games that go shootouts now are any game of the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to predict what game is going to be a shootout because
you have to have a bad enough defense for a game to be a shootout.
Yeah, or you. I mean, you gotta be. Honestly, I think there's some luck involved.
Sure.
And also, it's like
you have to have an aggressive game plan.
And it's like it's like if a team goes down 10 points and they come back, all right, and then it's 20-20, and it starts to become an aggressive game, and run game ain't working, and pass game is, it turns into a shootout. You just really never know what type of game it is. This game easily, Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen could turn into a shootout.
Sure. Now there are one-sided shoots.
It could be a shooting, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like a homicide.
Yeah, it definitely could be. But I'm more comfortable saying like this could be like a 24-20 dub.
It 100% could be.
Than like a blowout or a shootout.
I'm predicting 31-24. I think that'll be
okay.
I think both teams have decent offenses. Well, one team has a better offense, but they both have good defense.
Okay. So Houston at Atlanta.
See, that's tough.
That is tough.
Because Houston has been playing relatively good football. And CJ Stroud is breaking records somehow.
So CJ Stroud is putting up a lot of numbers. Like, it's weird. Like, he's putting up crazy stats.
Mm-hmm.
They just beat Pittsburgh.
Which doesn't mean much, but their defense is good.
But Pittsburgh's better than Atlanta.
That is true. But this is the NFL.
And I for some reason, I think Houston's going to beat Atlanta.
I mean, that's my initial one.
I think Houston's going to beat Atlanta. I think Houston's going to go into Atlanta, and I think they're going to beat Atlanta.
It is difficult. Shit. Quite honestly, I think Houston has put up crazy numbers, and they blew Pittsburgh out.
Mm-hmm. But
it's make or break for Atlanta. Houston's not fighting for shit. I like Atlanta here. I don't know why. I think Bijan's going to go nuts. I think Ritter is going to not make as many mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I definitely could see
now
Atlanta.
It's a game that could go either way
for sure.
And I do honestly have more faith in Houston at the moment, but I don't trust them.
We got Tennessee at Indianapolis, or before that, we got Carolina at Detroit. Yeah.
Bryce Young sucks.
CJ Stroud is 100% better than Bryce Young
by far. Who went first, Bryce? CJ. Yeah. We never pay attention.
Carolina got the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they traded what's his name to the Bears.
Bryce was Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama quarterbacks go first. Mac Jones fucking sucks. Bailey McZaps. Mac Jones does suck balls.
Tennessee, he does. Mac Jones is terrible.
No, he's horrific.
Tennessee and Indy.
That's gonna suck. I hate both those teams.
See, that's a game where it's like, if you can shut Derrick Henry down and put the game in Ryan Tannehill's hands, Colts are probably gonna win this game. But with experience alone, I don't think Anthony Richardson's gonna beat. I don't think he's gonna beat the Titans.
Gardner is better than Anthony Richardson.
Gardner's better than Richardson,
but it is dumb to play Gardner if they don't need to.
No, for sure. I mean,
you want to develop.
It's a first round pick. This is your fourth overall pick in the draft. Yeah, no, we definitely were playing an AR. But I for some reason I always hate on Tennessee, but I do like Tennessee here.
But I mean, it comes down to, can you stop Derrick Henry? And at this point in the season, I don't think so. He just threw a fucking passing touchdown last week.
The Gators running back today threw a pick. Giants versus Dolphins. Wait, no, who are you going with?
That sucks.
Who are you going with?
Tennessee.
Giants at Dolphins.
I'm taking the New York football nutsacks. No, Miami, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
the Giants suck.
Giants suck. Miami,
dude, Saquon or not, dude, they still suck. And Daniel Jones has never been a good quarterback.
And Miami's pissed. They're definitely gonna be pissed after losing to Buffalo.
They can't drop two straight, and they're not dropping one to New York. No one wants to see New York be good.
Saints at New England. These are a lot of shitty games that are hard to predict. These are a lot of
it's just a hella mid teams.
These are mid matchups, but really hard to decide. Because it's
that game could be a good game.
In my eyes,
that's like a 12-6 game.
In my eyes, I think the Saints are bad enough where Bill Belichick can just draw up something demonic on defense.
See, but I have lost all faith in Bill Belichick. He has not shown me an ounce of greatness since Tom's been gone. And I believe that.
I mean, how much greatness can you show with that squad?
A little bit.
I think enough to beat the Saints.
I think Mac Jones starts this game. Bailey Zappi comes in and wins.
So, you got New England winning with their backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who should be their starting
So,
quarterback.
I got New England winning with Mac Jones.
The Niners were quick to ditch Trey Lance and take Mr. Irrelevant, who is kind of good at football.
But we don't know. But we don't know how good Trey Lance would be with this 49ers team.
We do.
We don't.
It's an ACL tear. That's how good he is.
All right, but we don't truly know how good they would
half
be.
A game in 20 ACL. Did he tear his ACL?
I don't think so.
Why was he out the whole season? He got hurt game 1.
Trey Lance?
Mm-hmm. Last year.
Trey Lance injury.
That's why he was. That's why. Then Jimmy G came back in. Then he got hurt. Then they put Purdy in for the last.
High ankle. Oh, that's Trey Lance. 2 injuries on ankle and 20. All right, he had ankle injuries. Okay.
Same shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go New England. We got Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is so bad.
Look, Pittsburgh is terrible.
I just I hope you guys stop making games close.
I was gonna say I'm not even gonna buy into that whole it's gonna be a close game because Pittsburgh and if we don't win by 20 fucking points tomorrow,
20 plus. 20
I'm gonna have big problems.
Cool, y'all lose to the fucking Colts. Y'all can't lose this.
It happened.
Division play, you can't lose.
We can't go back on it. We got a third game in the AFC North already. If we can go 3-0 in the AFC North already.
Was it last year y'all went for it on 4th down and missed it?
The TJ Watt.
Mm-hmm. Mark Andrews overthrow.
Drop.
Mm-hmm. That was a 2-point conversion for the win rather than kicking the.
Oh my God! Don't remember. We did that. We did that versus Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
We lost to them. So yeah, shout out to the Ravens for making stupid ass decisions.
Shout out,
to be honest with you,
is it Jim?
John.
They suck.
I don't want us to struggle at all. We need to beat the shit out of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, and if there's not 2 picks and 17 sacks, there's a problem. Because that D-line
huge problem.
should run through everybody's fucking face on the Steelers offense.
The Eagles versus the Rams.
Oh, I hate the Eagles so much,
dude. You know,
they suck so much.
The Eagles?
Yeah, I don't like them.
You know,
I'm tired of this Kelsey fucking football, dude. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. Get them off my TV screen. I want to watch good football. I don't care about fucking Travis and Tay and fucking. Oh, let's watch the center play football. Cool, dude. It's a hard position, I know. It's cool sometimes. Look at your fucking pull move. I don't give a shit. Look, show me fucking Matt Stafford passing it to Puku and Tutus.
I think the Rams are going to be, by the end of this year, the best team in the NFC to not win their division.
Ooh. I think it's 100% a possibility. Who the other? The Eagles will win the division.
Well, the Niners are going to win their division.
The Eagles will.
I believe the Eagles win the East, and I don't know if I put the Rams over the
Cowboys.
The Rams
could
and the
win
Cowboys
the East.
are close.
The Cowboys could win the East, but
South. I mean, I'm putting the Rams over all of them.
You do like Tampa, though.
I like Tampa winning the South.
Yeah.
I like Tampa winning the South. Maybe playing a hard fought wild card game.
Tampa has a bye.
Tampa does have a bye week. Tampa has a bye week. Seattle has a bye week. Couple teams have a bye week.
It's an early bye. That
sucks. My brain immediately said Philly, and I was like,
I don't know if Philly's D can hold this offense right now. The way they've been playing.
I don't know.
Philly hasn't played a good offense yet, and
but the Rams really been tested?
No, but honestly, Philly's offense doesn't scare me enough to the point where it's like, I think Philly can outscore them. Because I like the Rams, and maybe it's just my Philly hate, which is weird because I don't hate the Philadelphia Phillies, but I don't like the Eagles.
Well, I was gonna say Eagles are a whole different breed. I like my heart wants to go Eagles, but like my
What's
brain.
Your penis say?
My penis is saying something. It's like,
what language does a penis speak?
I don't know. I don't have a good enough joke. I don't have a good enough joke lined up for that.
It's not Hebrew.
But never mind. Definitely don't even make me get. Don't even get me stopped. But my brain, my heart wants to go Philly, but my brain is like, hold on, like just think about it for a second.
I think my heart and brain want me to go Rams.
I think I'm gonna stick with Philly.
I don't want to persuade.
I'm gonna stick with Philly. So you going Rams? All right, Rams. I'm gonna stick with Philly.
Is a weak team. They are gettable.
They are gettable. See, I think every team in the NFC is gettable.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Niners. Mm-hmm. We've yet to see a game be put in Brock Purdy's hands. And I think until we see that, we don't truly know.
We did see it in the playoffs. And he got hurt. His hand got hurt.
Yeah, well, we didn't really get a chance to even see the Niners versus the Eagles, at full potential. But Cincinnati versus Arizona.
No. This is Cincinnati's bounce back game.
If Cincinnati struggles versus Arizona,
they did just lose to Tennessee.
I'm saying if they win, but then if they just struggle and win. Yeah.
Well, we already know Cincy's not that fucking good. But, and I said that a long time ago, and I will continue to say that every day of my life.
Did.
But Arizona has a terrible defense. The only thing that can save them is their offense. I think if Joe Burrow can have a decent game, because, Daniel Jones had a good game. Sam Howell had not a good game. But who else did they play?
Who?
They beat Dallas.
Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
They only caught that Dallas stuff.
Mm-hmm. But they had some high-scoring games.
For sure.
But they also had a lot of points scored against them. So, this is a game that Arizona can win. But for the sake of Cincinnati's season, they have to win this football game.
Cincinnati.
What would they go? What would they be, 1-4?
Yeah, Cincinnati's going to win. But I will not be surprised if they struggle. I would not be surprised if there's some type of back and forth. If they have to worry about if there is stress in the fourth quarter for Cincinnati, I won't be that surprised. Jets.
I also hate their coach.
Yeah, he does like a little fucking.
He's a bitch.
Fucker. He does like a little fucker. Jets versus Broncos.
Why did they make these games?
I think Zach Wilson's beating Russell Wilson.
This is like the battle of like the spiritually jackass.
It is. It's the Mormon versus the
delusional.
Wait, I don't want to ask this question.
He is his own god.
Are Mormons
Christians? Yes.
But like, is Mormon a like branch off Christianity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So apparently, what had happened? John Smith, I think the guy is, or John, some fucking jackass, who's had like 6 wives, and he was like, "Guess what? Jesus came to Utah and told me I could fuck all these women, but only if I married them." That's what he told me. So now everyone, give me money. Did you know that out of all nonprofits, religions get donated the most money?
I did not know that.
Like,
where's all that money going to?
Churches, and to cover up sexual assault.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm not lying.
I'm going Jets. Russell Wilson is going to lose to Zach Wilson. I like it. I
think for the sake of the NFL, the Jets need to win this game. But I can see the Broncos winning this
game. I could. But for some reason, it's just so funny to think that the Broncos are just this fucking bad.
It is awesome.
I think.
But we dove into it. Russell Wilson sucks. And he has his whole career.
Yeah. Russell Wilson is the greatest system quarterback of all time. Of all time. Because Geno Smith is doing exactly what he's doing with a worse team.
I think Pete Carroll's a better coach than Bill Belichick.
Oh.
Agreed.
So you want to say that one more time?
Pete Carroll is a better coach than Bill Belichick. What did
Bill Belichick's running that ball at the goal line?
Maybe. What did Bill Belichick do with Cam Newton, who is a older quarterback with a resurgent career? Nothing. Geno Smith sucked his whole career until he hit Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Cam was good and then was not good.
Well, Cam was bad before he went to New England.
No, I understand. But so was Geno before he went to Seattle.
For sure.
Yeah, again, I've yet to see anything decent come out of Bill Belichick other than him being mad at flags and referees.
I mean, Carroll versus Belichick's it's a conversation.
And he just got divorced.
I guess that,
which
to be honest with you,
because he's 70.
The more I think about it, I guess that is kind of a conversation you could have. It's the longer Belichick's going without Brady that's hurting it.
Makes it worse.
Like if he retired in 2019, it would be pretty hard. Unless Pete Carroll goes and wins a couple more Super Bowls, it's gonna be pretty hard for the argument to be made. But
to see this is sad.
The longer Belichick stays in the league, the more chance these coaches have to build up a resume to even compete with him.
Mm-hmm.
So Pete Carroll's up there. He's definitely up there.
Yeah.
We got.
Some may say he's a better defensive mind.
Chiefs versus Vikings.
I fucking hate the Vikings. They're one element team. That element is only so good. The Chiefs will win this football game by a lot.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
By a lot.
By a lot.
I definitely think
tons of.
are you going Jets? You're going Broncos. I don't think you ever put in a. You never put in a. You never locked it in.
What do I hate more? People who believe that they're their own god, or people who believe in some jackass from the 1700s?
1700s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
or 1800s.
I didn't realize you were talking about the Mormon dude.
I'll go Jets. He seems like a cool dude. He likes moms.
All right. New York Jets winning this football game. Kansas City at Minnesota. Is Taylor Swift going to Minnesota? Probably. She's probably going to be.
I heard that box was depressing, which I can see.
What you mean?
I don't know. Some fucking jackass was like, Taylor Swift's box was depressing and weird.
I don't know. It seems like they're having a lot of fun to me.
Now I've come up with this theory. Tell me if it's sexist. it's like saying like I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm not trying to be sexist, but women go where men go when it comes to sports. Women, as a whole, the majority of them don't like sports. But why do they go to sporting events? Because dudes are there. Do women go to women's sports events because they love women's sports? No. And why don't women go to women's sports? Because men don't go to women's sports. Taylor Swift is going to this because she's involved with a dude. There's no way she likes football.
Well, I mean, do you think there are genuine women that just have...
There are women who enjoy football
okay.
and sports, but like college football games,
mm-hmm.
tons of girls.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because the dudes are going.
You think?
How many people are going to women's volleyball games?
Not many.
All the women going?
No. How many people are going to men's volleyball games?
Because dudes aren't going to them.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, it's safe to say that men...
It's safe to say that women don't like watching sports.
Well, it's also safe to say that the sport, whatever sport is dominating the most, is whatever we watch the most by men, because men care way more about sports.
Way more about sports.
So, I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah.
But, no, yeah, that's definitely a good point. Like, women don't support women's sports.
They do on the internet.
It's funny because, like...
They're like,
I feel like I've seen NBA players be like, why do we gotta support y'all when women don't even support y'all? Like, what is it? Like, y'all put us on some pedestal when women don't even come to y'all's games.
That's what I'm saying, because they don't give a fuck.
I'm fucking with that take. I like it.
Like, ain't nobody going to watch the LFL but a bunch of weird ass dudes.
Yeah, like 40-year-olds. Dallas at San Fran.
San Fran. Oh, goddamn day. Dallas's defense sucks.
It's a big test for Dallas.
Big time.
It's a huge test.
But I've never believed in Dallas. I don't believe in Dak. And I don't believe in Dallas's defense, and their offense is shaky. Their decision making is shaky. Mike McCarthy, is known to be a bad number one clutch coach and a bad coach overall. He is still living off of his one Super Bowl victory, just like Mike Tomlin.
I think Cincinnati. I think San Francisco will win.
I think they'll win by a lot.
But I won't be surprised if it's not by a lot. If it's a close, I
think it can be a close game.
And I also don't want to do like just if Dallas loses, it's like, see, they suck. Like if they come out and ball,
yeah,
we gotta give them their shit. We gotta give them their credit.
And
win
again,
or lose.
Dak is doing well on his.
He's only thrown one.
Mm-hmm.
He's only thrown one pick so far. He said, "Well, I mean, here's at the end of the year. Let's do this. Ready?
Have you ever heard Tom Brady say, "My goal this year is not to throw 10 picks"?
But at the end of the year, I want to look at a couple things. And maybe if you can think of any more. But at the end of the year, I want to compare how many more sacks he took this season compared to all other seasons.
Did you hear about Shador?
Yes, that's exactly why I'm thinking
how Shador doesn't throw the ball out of bounds.
He takes a lot of sacks. But and then fuck the completion percentage. I want to see how many times Dak has thrown it away opposed to trying to make a play. Those two stats right there.
How many close balls could he fit that he's not?
Like if sacks taken for Dak goes up by 30% this year, then like he genuinely went out of his way to reach a personal goal,
which is
not good dumbest. For a team.
Like your goal should always be to win football games.
Yes, I want
the fact that you're not supposed to look at I threw 50 touchdowns this year. That doesn't matter. Did you win games?
Like if it happens, it's cool.
Stats are a result of play. They should not be a goal of play.
Yeah, the goal is to win.
The goal is to win.
But see, at the same time, I don't think Dak doesn't want to win.
No, I understand that, but to just even say
it publicly and make it seem like it's such a big
it's an accomplishment
to him. Like he wants that. Like
you know how many times A-Rod has thrown for less than 6 picks
and loses in the divisional round
or the championship or not make or win a Super Bowl.
I doubt Aaron Rodgers is like, well, at least I didn't throw 10 interceptions.
At least I got 4 MVPs now. He wants a Super Bowl. He wants to win.
That's why he's doing what he's doing in New York.
MVPs are cool, but Dak's never going to win one.
And then the final game of the week, Monday Night Football, we got Green Bay at Vegas.
Oh. Neither.
Chandler Jones got released. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, he did, dude. Apparently, he showed up at his ex-girlfriend's house butt naked.
Bro, I think we made fun of a mentally handicapped person last episode. Or last 2 episodes ago because Chandler Jones is psychotic. But it's funny because you're like, oh my God, he's John Jones' brother.
Yeah, I did forget.
It all makes sense. Like,
it does make a lot of sense.
It makes a whole lot of sense. But Green Vegas, Las Bay. What? I don't know. I really don't know, bro.
I was just thinking Derek Carr, and then I always have to train myself to think. Number one, it's not Oakland, and number two, Jimmy G's the fucking quarterback. Is he hurt? No, he's coming. He was last week. Fucking.
He was concussed. Yeah.
Fucking Cameron McNeil or something played last week. That's just a white name I picked out.
Vegas.
Green Bay.
I'm going Vegas.
Shout out to Brandon. You guys suck.
Green Bay hasn't convinced me of anything.
They convinced me that they can, I don't know, not be as bad as Vegas.
It's Vegas. I think Vegas sucks, but I'm sorry, Brandon.
And I'm glad they didn't give Josh Jacobs that money, dude.
I think Green Bay. Jonathan Taylor got paid.
What the fuck is it? What's the math on that? What's 42 divided by 3? Because that's crazy. Don't do it in your head. Just let 18. Me be dumb. 14.
Damn, I was
close. So that's not even that much.
I was close. It's not that much, but it's like, bro.
Bro, you got $2 million. You had to miss the first 4 games of the season.
That's the thing. Like,
you got $2 more million.
What are they? 1-4, 2-2 at best.
2 and 2.
Or 1-3, 2-2 at best. It's like what? I mean, I think at this point you trade Jonathan Taylor. You're not if you're the Colts.
He's got $26 million guaranteed.
If you're the Colts, you're not going to win anything for the next 4 or 5 years. You might as well just spend this time getting good draft picks, loading up a squad for AR, let him develop, and then try to make a run.
Yeah, like having a quarterback long term is 1,000 times better than having a running back long term.
Like these next 3 years where Jonathan Taylor's making $14 million a year for what? The Colts should go 8-9. Like, I mean, it's not
6-11.
Nothing good is going to come out of that. So
no.
Sure.
The Colts might tie a couple.
Because I saw this thing like, Christian McCaffrey, yada yada, is changing the game for the running back. It's like, no,
he's not actually.
It's like
he's the only one who can do this.
And that's the thing. It's like, yeah. When you become a threat, other than just taking the ball when the quarterback gives it to you and running with it, you're like a lot more. You're like when it's like it's almost like if you're more versatile, you're more dangerous.
Yes.
And better.
Yes.
It's kind of weird. It works that way.
Yes.
So I mean,
like,
I don't know.
It's like saying Mike Vick changed the quarterback game, and it's like no.
It's like no. Like Mike.
He's the dude who does that.
Yeah. It's like no. Mike Vick is really good at doing what he does.
And they're like, the league's changing to a running quarterback league, and you're like, no, there are guys who are good at running and throwing.
And it's like, yes,
one of them is not named Anthony Richardson.
If you are a running back who is very good at receiving the ball and running with it, good fucking job.
And you're in that offense that does that.
Just because Christian McCaffrey gets 1,000 receiving yards, that doesn't mean all 31 other teams are changing their game plan to where our running back's going 2,000 club, 1,000 club. Like no. It's like that's an anomaly.
Derrick Henry is an anomaly.
They're like
no one's seen a 6'4" running.
And we're not sitting here watching. Oh, now all these teams got 6'3" running backs, and they
don't make those. Actually,
they don't. Right? If you're 6'3", you are not playing running back in the NFL. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care who you are.
You're a linebacker.
What you play? You're a linebacker, a receiver. You're something that you're a quarterback.
Imagine Derrick Henry linebacker.
It'd be cool. I feel like Derrick Henry could probably play a lot of positions.
Tight end
in football, you could probably play a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but running back side, if you're Derrick Henry. Give me the ball and I'm gonna run with it, and it's probably gonna work.
But he runs so upright, it's wild.
He does, but he's also like
the greatest high school player of all time.
Is he?
dude, he had like fucking 6 touchdowns a game. Like, and 400 yards a game. They're like, dude, this guy.
I did not know that.
No, he was absurd.
We got fantasy.
Oh, fuck.
We got fantasy. Now,
I'm playing you.
In this league, I'm playing, I don't know who I'm playing. I'm playing somebody I don't know, but.
What, it's Tua?
Their name is, Tua. What's it, Tua? It's funny. It's funny. That's hilarious. So, I got, let's get rid of that.
Oh, I thought my projected was higher than yours. I'm about 14 low.
I got Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. I got Tony Pollard. I got Gus. I got Jamar. I got Brandon Cooks. Mark Andrews. Aaron Jones. Phillies defense. Phillies kicker. Kenneth Walker on a bye. Josh Palmer on a bye. That's about it for that. Mm-hmm. And then on my other squad, I'm looking at me playing you. I got Josh Allen. I got DeAndre Swift. Mm-hmm. I got Najee Harris. Devontae Adams, Christian Kirk, George Kittle, who has not done shit this season. Michael Thomas.
George Kittle needs to, like, hit up Rihanna or somebody.
Something. Get his name. He's falling low on like the tight end list. Like,
and that tight end list is short.
It is, but it's good though. It's top heavy.
Yeah, it's like 6 dudes.
But at this point, it's like I'm taking Pat Freiermuth right now over Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what are we talking about? Or over Kittle. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what are we really talking about? Michael Thomas, definitely scared of that flex. Well, because if you see, I got Kenneth Walker in a bye. I got honestly people I wouldn't really play anyways in a bye, but it's okay.
Josh Palmer.
Phillies defense.
Phillies Eagles.
Phillies defense. Phillies kicker. What the fuck do you got?
The best team ever created.
What do we got? You
now
might be the only person left in the world that has 4 numbers as their passcode. I think most people are 6. Let us know. That's what we need to know. I need to know if you're a 6-digit passcode person or a 4-digit passcode person. Because me personally, I don't know anybody that still rocks the 4-digit passcode. You never even consider going to the 6?
Numbers are hard.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to remember, but I've never had that problem of remembering mine.
No, neither have I.
It's pretty simple. Yeah. But I don't know. That threw me off guard. I'm sorry.
I've never thought of that, number one. Number two, I didn't realize that my thumb movement could give away my password. Number two, I don't care if someone gets into my phone. There's nothing weird in there. Except for a bunch of weird shit.
That's good.
But yeah, no, I've never thought of that. But I believe that more people do face than put in their number.
For sure.
Right when we lost the thumb.
Oh yeah.
I've never done the.
But there are times where
I was always a thumb guy.
There's times where, like if your phone's locked for too long, you have to put in the passcode. Like
or when you open it
up. Or if you open it and it's wrong, it's like put in your passcode.
No, or if it like turns off.
Yes.
And yes. But no, I'm not doing the face.
No? Why not?
I don't want them scanning my face.
Hey.
Fuck the government.
So, I'm going to let you know. Because you're kind of acting like everybody else on the internet.
No, I know my face is
no. Look. Let me tell you something, bro. Listen. People are worried about, like, I don't want to give myself away. I don't want to do this. I don't do that. We gave everybody everything when we were playing Pokemon Go. Let's be real, bro. We were recording everywhere. We had our phones up everywhere we were going. We had them tracking everywhere we were walking. We had our phones out doing everything. When motherfuckers were walking around doing that Pokemon Go shit and it was getting tracked over there, they had that shit.
Did you know that I found out that people still play that game?
Adam 22.
Fuck that guy, dude. He lets people fuck his wife.
Adam 22 plays. That's the only person I know that still plays.
Did you know that the least weird thing about him is him playing Pokemon? Did you know that he plays with a ball and a stick like this? He goes, Kadama. You're like, what the fuck does that even mean? What is that shit? Is that what it's called? What's it called?
The Kadama, yeah.
The fuck?
It's called. It is called.
I hate that I know that. You know what's crazier?
A Kadama is something that like a dad would get into to seem like he's really good at something. Like, check this out.
It's like that. It's like that ping pong game with just the ball on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what is that?
You know
what is that? Like what?
Yeah. That's what that's for.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
I wonder what that looks like on.
Having you in person, I'm kind of glad we can hit the over here for a sec.
Don't make a noise.
No, I didn't mean. I was breathing, bro. I wasn't making a noise, but you know what it is. Yeah.
The tongue people.
God damn it. God damn it.
What?
Yeah, Kadamas. What's your fantasy team looking like?
No, what I'm trying to bring up is that Joe Burrow still has a higher projected than Dak Prescott. He's projected 30 points. He had like 9 last week. So I'm starting Dak against San Fran. I don't care who you are, even though Joe Burrow's playing Arizona. Mm-hmm. But Dak, Derrick Henry, Mostert, Terry McLaurin got me 8.9. Nico Collins, I have to put in just because I have to. I don't really have any good tight ends, so Dalton Schultz is going in. George Pickens is staying because I don't want to put in Drake London. And Bobby Okereke, Jordan Hicks, Jags D, Harrison Butker. I'm going to pick up another defense. I don't like that against Buffalo.
All right, it's going to be interesting to see. Because
you know what D/ST? What's ST?
Defense, special teams. So if they get a punt return or shit like block punt, shit like that, that'll count for that. But I think I'm not gonna lie, Devin. I think that's everything. We predicted the games. We talked some college football. We had some questions for Week 5. We talked fantasy. We played a very shitty round of Jeopardy. But yeah, I think that's it. I think next episode we'll be back to the normal setup.
The less cool setup.
Definitely the less cool setup. We're reviewing all Week 5 games, probably reacting to some Monday Night Football, the end of Monday Night Football, predicting Thursday Night Football, reviewing some shit, and hopefully finding a better Jeopardy.
Yeah, baseball.
Probably not a baseball one, but I guess or anything you want to? Is there anything you need to say before we get out of here?
Mimes are cool.
Mimes are all right. Mimes are more talented than most people that create content on the internet.
You know the content on the internet? Like, shout out to all the women.
Because why?
The fact that they're like... they're like, I just bought a brand new Lamborghini, fucking bitch.
All right. With that being said...
It's awesome. I fucking love it.
It is. Shout out
they're
to
great.
The women who can just show their tits and make money.
But what's crazy to me is how sad this country is. How sad this world is.
I'm gonna say it's not just America.
The world. That there's dudes who are like, send me all your money, or like I'll send you all my money for
tit pics,
or like
you getting fucked by somebody else.
Piss-soaked panties.
Yes, something. But
like here's $75,000.
I guess
buy a fucking car.
I guess with that being said, these
are people's fathers. That sucks. That really does suck.
These are people's daughters.
They don't have fathers.
These are people's daughters, but
their fathers. Yeah, they don't.
All right. With that being said,
maybe some of them have good dads.
I'm sure some of them have great dads. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. We'll be back on Monday to talk more football, more Jeopardy, more fucking Monday Night Football, a whole bunch of other bullshit we'll be talking about. But it has brand new episodes every Monday, or every Tuesday and Saturday. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We'll be back on Tuesday with a brand new episode. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
You know who I hate?